I think it's taping. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Okay. Yesterday, I have to talk about my days. All right. Yesterday and today, and how yesterday made today, and okay. So yesterday, um, pardon me, I took the kids to basically it's a place where all the floors and walls are trampolines. I don't know if you have one of these places where you live or if you've heard about them. I think this one too is connected to like a rock climbing gym on the other side or something. But it just opened, and like somebody was telling me they were watching an episode of Psych and that was on it. So I guess these are getting popular or something, whatever. So I took the kids, there's a party there or whatever. And it was so fantastic. I'm really glad that like I got the chance to jump. Like it wasn't just the kids playing. They had different areas. Like there was this one section where it was a very long trampoline, and then it was just these squares of foam. So you could like do flips into it or jumps or whatever. And my 5-year-old dove into it and just kept crawling and swimming through this whole sea of, these foam blocks. And of course, I had to pick some up and toss it at him because that's just part of the fun. And he was laughing and laughing and laughing. I have not heard him laugh, this continuous giggle, so much since he went, It was amazing. He was just thrilled. There was another area that was kind of like a shorter length, and it had like it kind of was set up sort of like what's that thing like a skateboard sort of thing where it's like sloped at one side and sloped at the other, and so you could just go back and forth between the two. And then there were these long ones that we would just like go all the way down bounding, and I'm telling you, it's like when you were a kid and you used to like run, or if you were pretending you were running, or in your dreams where you're like that boundless sort of, there's like no effort and you're like leaping that's what this thing felt like. It was amazing. Like I grew up watching like $6 Million Man. I felt like I was that. Or like I don't know, just like when you watch Michael Jordan make a layup, like that's what it felt like. And I'm sure that I didn't look that way. Obviously, it's like when you're running like that, you're totally hearing like Chariots of Fire in your head, like you think you must look so marvelous, right? I'm sure I didn't. But I could finally like keep up with my son running because we were both finally at the same, I don't know how to explain that. So then there were pit areas where there were like balls to throw, and they had like a dodgeball area, and just it was so insane because the music, it was just like a rave actually, but without the drug. Well, I'm sure some people were on drugs. I don't know. I mean, just as far as like the music and the way that it was sort of structured, and now my mind is going to turn on raves. I couldn't find the map point. Okay. Anyways, sorry. So I love you, my honey bunny bear. That's my brother I'm talking to, by the way. We need to talk about raves. Oh, and my husband too. We need to talk about raves. So anyways, he had a marvelous time. And the older boys, I mean, they couldn't stop themselves from having fun, but they were, especially one of them was like embarrassed that he was having fun because he's a teenager. And I just looked at him and I said, well, look, you're going to be embarrassed regardless of whether you're here or not because you're a teenager, because that just feels embarrassing. He's like, yeah, you're right. So he may as well enjoy yourself. He's like, yeah, okay. So he actually had fun. But yeah, it's just like the atmosphere absolutely makes you want to just do all these crazy flips and tricks and just have a ball, and you don't even realize, like how much you're working. All of a sudden, it's just like, yeah, you realize, wow, I must have really, worked up a sweat. Um, and for me, it was so great because I couldn't believe that like I could run without asthma. But I don't know why. When I run there, I don't have my asthma, which is really nice. And I wasn't tired the next day, which is a first ever. So, and then what's the first thing that my 5-year-old says to me in the morning after, yesterday? Jump. So of course I had to go back again. Well, they had this great deal where they don't have a membership, but if you get like a t-shirt, that it takes like a price off of whatever your admission is. And then they offer military discounts, so it's like double score, right? I couldn't believe how cheap it was. I practically could go every day at that price. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Gee, maybe I will. And then I think I found out that they do like kind of exercise classes there or something, like on the tramp. So I was like, wow, I need to look at maybe I can lose my, okay, I won't say the amount that I'm trying to lose in 6 months, but yeah, maybe that really will happen. That would be super cool. All right. Well, anyways, so if you have chance or opportunity, by hook or by crook, seriously, search out these places. The one that I was at was called Get Air. I'll probably leave a link. But yeah, if there's something like that in your neighborhood anywhere, even if you don't have kids, just go. You won't believe how much fun that you're gonna have until you get there, and it's like being a kid again, but better. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and send in love to some special people. You know who you are, and yeah. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Blessings, peace, and